awakened by a very loud sound coming from outside. What's up? It's ModestMickey and I am back with another story time. On Instagram, I posted another poll, and if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go do that because I ask a lot of questions on there in regards to content that I'm going to be posting on this channel. In the Instagram story, I asked if you guys would be interested in me doing 12 days of Vlogmas, and the majority said yes. So I will be doing that. I have most of the stuff ready and good to go. It'll be super fun, I think. Hopefully it turns out to be good content for you guys. Be gentle on my soul. Don't shatter me, but let me know what you think once that is up and rolling. Anywho, today I am gonna be talking about a pretty interesting story. It's something I never would have guessed would happen to my family and I, but it did. This is about the time that somebody crashed into our front yard. So if you're interested in watching that, please keep on watching. So this happened about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. My family and I, we had just finished getting everything ready for our family to arrive from California. We had stayed up pretty late to get everything ready, and then we went to bed so that we could be up before our family arrived to our home. So the way my parents' house is set up, we have 2 floors and we have a basement. We have a huge yard and we have a small front yard. Our family home is on a pretty busy street, and by busy I mean it's not like the main street of a city, but it is a street that gets you from one really busy street to another busy street. It's one of those cross streets. Does that make sense? On this evening though, I was awakened by a very loud sound coming from outside. I had no idea what I was about to wake up to, but I just heard a loud crash. I had just gone to sleep, falling into deep sleep. It had to have been about 2 in the morning. You'll understand why in a little bit. I get up because this is such a loud noise that I've never heard it before. We're really close to that super busy street that I mentioned earlier, and it actually goes to an interstate, that street. We're like 2 blocks away from an interstate. At that corner, there is accidents all the time. So we hear crashes all the time. So it sounded similar to that, but I didn't think it was a crash. I did not think I was gonna look out my window and see this. I look out my window, it's looking at the busy intersection, but you can also kind of see the very front street in front of our front yard. I'm looking down and I see in front of our backyard fence a huge car. And it's not just any car, it's a Range Rover. A Range Rover. This guy comes out of his car and he like slams his front door and he's like yelling so loud. He is pissed because he just crashed into our yard and wrecked his car. That car was destroyed. The whole front was like smashed in. One of the tires even like bent out, like it just, that car was going nowhere. And I see more people start getting out of this car, just like doors opening and closing everywhere. 4 or 5 guys got out of this car. It was a packed car. I go downstairs and I am rushing, and I'm on the phone with 911 because I don't know if they're hurt. I also don't want them to leave because they crashed into my parents' yard, and if they damage something, like we have to be able to get a report. I'm letting them know what's going on, but at the same time, I'm running to my parents' bedroom on the main floor downstairs. I open the door and I'm like,
Dad, somebody crashed in our front yard. I'm talking to the police right now.
He gets up, he goes outside, and I didn't feel comfortable going outside yet. I went and got him because I'm a girl and there's 5 guys out there. I'm in like my pajamas. I didn't want them to like escape or something and then like beat me up because I'm a witness or something. I don't know. I was scared. My dad went out first. I go behind him and I'm on the phone with 911. We're asking them if they need help and the guy's like, no, it's okay, we're fine. But I'm still like on the phone with 911 because I think they truly need help. Like they need Jesus at this point because their car is wrecked in front of our house. It's not gonna go anywhere. They're gonna need a tow truck for sure. And it looks like they've damaged like things along the way. And they're asking me, you know, is there anybody who's injured? And I tell them I don't think so. They're all walking. They look like they're fine. They start asking me, is there any damages to street lights or city property? And at first I told her no. I just see that they've damaged our front yard. It looks like they may have damaged our neighbor's house, which at the time that house was empty. They had been remodeling it and getting it ready for selling, so there was nobody living inside of it. There was this like brick pillar that had a cement lion statue sitting on top of it. My dad loved those pillars because he thought it was cool. Our last name has lion in it, and so he always joked that he was gonna go over and steal that. They drove right through that and destroyed it. So that's all I see. I just see that there's damage to the next door neighbor's house and on our property a little bit, like on our front yard. I hang up, then I notice the car's coming from that intersection towards us. They're like circling around into the other lane where they shouldn't be driving, and then they're coming back to the lane, and I'm like,
why do they keep doing that?
I really started to pay attention and I'm like,
oh, they brought down a freaking light pole
that like have like that like little thing that just like hangs and it has a little light, was laying flat on the ground and it was blocking that street. Their trajectory from like where they started crashing and where they ended was pretty long, which made me infer that this person must be drunk. And it was around 2 in the morning, which is when bars start to close in our area. Well, there's bars and breweries. There's actually one brewery like right across the railroad tracks over there, so I wonder if they maybe came from there and the driver was drunk. I don't know. I didn't bother asking too many questions to the cops once they got there. I let them do their job. I didn't sleep that night. That Range Rover got towed away eventually. The sun was already rising when they got the car towed. It was a long time. Our lawn, it just looked like somebody had carved tracks into our yard. Thankfully, they did not crash into our house. Don't drink and drive, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened in this situation, and it clearly did not end well. Alcohol and vehicles, they just don't mix. Later that day when our family arrived, of course, we had to tell them all about it. They could not believe that a car had crashed into our front lawn that night, but it did. I think it's one of my most exciting moments in life. I don't know that I can really top that. Actually, I probably could, but you'll find out more about those stories in a different video. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below if you want to see more content like this, or let me know what types of videos you would like to see, and I will do my best to provide for you. Make sure you follow me on all my social media. Information is down below in the description, and make sure that you subscribe. I love it when you guys do that because it lets me know that the stuff I'm posting is entertaining enough to bring you back for more. Until the next video, I will see you guys there.